And how could I be so stupid? I recently found out that you were cheating on me with him 4 months before I agreed to open marriage.
Jasmine, how are you?
Does Gino know about Matt?
Gino doesn't know about Matt because I know he's gonna think that it's more than a friendship.
I looked at your phone records. You started calling Matt 4 months before we agreed to open marriage.
Oh, shit.
I don't want you to feel nervous.
I just want you
You're
to
making me
care.
nervous a little now.
No, we don't care.
I do care.
See, that's what makes me happy when you put effort.
Yeah.
Awesome! We are on episode 3 of Happily Ever After season 9, and we already have someone saging their house.
After everything that happened, I needed to get the biggest sage I could find.
You should probably just sage yourself, Lauren. Where is Danielle when you need her? Danielle, you know, from Danielle and Johan? That lady with all of the debt she tried to run away from? I'm sure she has a coconut Lauren could borrow to roll around her house. She randomly showed up to the 90 Day Fiancé tell-all. I'm sure she had come back for saging and coconut rolling. So Lauren and her friend talk about the yelling that went on at the housewarming party. And I honestly zoned out during that entire conversation.
I do hope that this doesn't interfere with your friendship because I really have nothing to do with them.
Right.
So in this episode, the moms decide to have a night out. And it's all uncomfortable when everyone is getting ready to leave.
Biting my tongue today is very tough for me, but whatever.
The guys will be at Lauren's watching the kids, while the girls awkwardly sit in an Uber to go to a bar.
I feel like our housewarming party was so insane.
I mean, my husband was like screamed at, but yeah, I'm good.
And somehow we're all supposed to believe that this is not super scripted.
I feel very uncomfortable. I'm like lost sleep over it actually, for real.
Okay.
Elizabeth is all mad at Lauren, all while her and Andre's son is biting the other cast members' kids.
He beat him, my business. I'm sorry.
I think the bite was the only non-scripted moment. Well, that, and I don't think that Lauren being annoying is scripted either.
I don't know if I can see Moldova. And I want what's best for you and your family, of course.
We all know that this storyline of Elizabeth and Andre moving to Moldova is not real. The theory is that they're just visiting there, and they just made all of this up for a topic to talk about. Because they really need to fill up time on Happily Ever After to make each episode an hour and 20 minutes long. Even if I tried to believe this, a lot of things that Andre is saying doesn't make sense. For instance, he says that he can work remote. But from what I remember, he works with Chuck in real estate. Why would he give that up? And how would he do all of that remotely? The only reason I would actually believe he's moving to Moldova is if he was actually running away from something. I don't believe the storyline. And even with that, it not being believable, Lauren having an opinion is still annoying.
I am annoyed that Yara is encouraging Elizabeth to move to Moldova because, as her friend, you should want what's best for her.
Elizabeth doesn't like that Lauren's crossing boundaries, but also doesn't address it. She's just like, oh, we're going to talk about it when I come back from my trip to Moldova. Why don't you just say it now? Okay, I'll do it for you. Hey, Lauren, shut up. You know who else who should just shut up? Is Adnan and Tiger Lily. First of all, I don't know where this whole you need to convert story has come from.
Before we got married, you said like, it's okay if you're Christian.
Fine with it when you're Christian, but my wife, she is a Muslim.
But this dude's stare is terrifying. There's nothing in there. They're keeping their segments so far pretty lighthearted, like when he goes and sees their cabin they're renovating.
But I really love it.
But I don't know, I'm just waiting for him to go off.
Not.
What's wrong with him?
He bit that balloon. And then there's Darcey. She's going to try on clothes so she doesn't embarrass Georgie in Bulgaria.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
She's also getting all of this advice to tone things down. And out of all of the advice she gets, the one thing she runs with is to tone down her eyelashes. I don't think I've looked at Darcey once and been like, yeah, it's those lashes. Those are just putting her look over the top. But I will say that when they show her without them, I was like, oh, okay. That actually does look a little bit toned down. But that was just with the lashes off. The lashes that she puts back on, to me, look exactly like the ones that she had on before. How is that different? On the top picture, she looks like she has eyeliner on too. I like how this is labeled normal Darcey and toned down Darcey. Excuse me, she has one mode and it's unhinged Darcey. I like how later she shows Georgie like, look, it's me. You didn't recognize me? I'm so toned down. Is anyone looking at her lashes right now? Anyone?
With these natural looking eyelashes, I'm 100% sure my parents, they're not gonna notice your big cleavage, your super shoes, and your short skirt.
I mean, he's not wrong about her thinking being shocking sometimes.
I don't want you to walk like this in the streets of Bulgaria because you're gonna think you prostitute, you hoe.
Oh my god, this trip is going to be a shit show. I will say that she does seem to really want this to go well. So much so that she even uses some Bulgarian words to try to comfort Georgie.
Do you care? Opichimte. Opichimte. See, I say it good like a Bulgarian, right?
I'm getting flashbacks of Mike saying te amo.
¿Por qué la ahorras? Te amo. ¿Por qué la ahorras? Te amo.
Opichimte.
So Darcey and her toned down eyelashes are on their way to Bulgaria. And Gino, on the other hand, is on his way to finally face Jasmine. I've said already, I have a hard time taking this show seriously, but I really could not stop laughing when Jasmine was in this sauna thing. I don't know how Matt just sat there when she was talking about Gino sending her an email. Oh, what's that, Jasmine? That email was for you and Gino to meet up? I couldn't focus when you look like the ghost from Halloween Town.
Is there a little bit of like hope, maybe that me and her could somehow work out? I have feelings for Jasmine beyond friendship, for sure.
Wasn't the whole point of the open marriage sham supposed to be that they didn't catch feelings or something? Matt says she should let go of Gino and give him a chance. And Jasmine acts like she's willing to actually leave Matt for Gino, mend their relationship, end this open marriage nonsense. Okay. But from the way Gino talks to his cousin, I guess this cousin likes him? His wife just doesn't? Gino doesn't seem like he believes that Jasmine really wants him back. And we also find out that Gino discovered something else going on.
Jasmine broke her vows long before she proposed an open marriage.
But before he confronts her about that, he leads up to it by telling her about how he had the most amazing romantic time with Natalie.
I've recently met a woman.
Why you're married to me?
We don't live together. We haven't for 4 months.
Apparently those 3 days where they licked bottles and didn't fight were magic. And that was it. Those days were proof enough that the grass is greener on the other side with Natalie. Jasmine starts crying.
You found the perfect woman that is gonna give you all the things that I couldn't.
But you notice that once Gino brings up his new accusations, that her tears completely stop.
You were cheating on me with him 4 months before I agreed to open marriage.
Excuse me?
So we saw on The Last Resort that Jasmine called Matt when she was upset with Gino. And she did this before any of this open marriage nonsense.
I looked at your phone records. What the is that?
Listen.
She said Matt was her friend, but she was talking to Matt on the phone behind Gino's back.
The phone calls varied anywhere between 2 minutes to like up to 60 minutes.
The thing is though, I got this impression on The Last Resort that Gino and Jasmine were already broken up at the retreat. I really think that they were there at The Last Resort because at this point they have sold their souls to TLC. They keep showing up on every single season. I'm thinking or hoping it's because they don't have a choice.
And how could I be so stupid?
So I believe that Jasmine is getting caught talking to Matt before the open marriage. But I also believe that at that point, Gino and Jasmine had already moved on. And now we're here to watch them drag this out and act like Jasmine cheated.
And I can't believe she did this to me. She's very manipulative.
Yeah, this is great acting, guys.
It is not true. I never cheated on him. I swear on my life, God sent me the worst disease.
He did, and it's Gino.
I want a divorce.
That is the worst pretend shocked face I've seen Jasmine make. At least try to sell it to the audience here. No banshee screaming, no stomping around. You're just tired, like we all are, of watching you on the show? Just giving nothing. Okay. Again, the only real drama that seems to be actually going on is with Cara and Germo. So Germo is telling Cara's mom about the whole pilot thing being expensive. Quick refresher, Cara is still mad that Germo quit his other job that had health benefits for their family. Fair thing to be upset about. And now Cara's mom is suggesting that Germo look into joining the military. So he goes and throws that idea at Cara. Basically, we learn in their segment that even if Guillermo could do what he's saying, that these two have completely different ideas on what they want their future to look like.
You will have to go live on a base. You will have to be away from your family because my ass is not moving there, and neither is Nico.
But there's still something missing here. We've seen them on 90 Day Fiancé, and I feel like we're not getting the full picture of what's going on with them. One thing's for sure, though, is that Guillermo does seem pretty miserable with where he is now. He also doesn't seem to be thinking through the sacrifices that he will have to make. But I want to see how Cara is with her show that's on the next episode, because they seem to be leaving out how Cara acted on 90 Day Fiancé, and I think we're about to see everything now. I think once we see that, we'll get a clearer picture of all of their relationship issues. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. And also, this is my QR code to my Snapchat. Make sure to follow my public profile. I will be posting often on there. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!